Hi, I'm Emily from Elders Ridge Photography, and today we're going to be looking at a senior portrait session I did a few years ago. So in my last two videos, I talked about how planning before the session, talking to the seniors, getting to know you, talking to your parents, getting to know them and what they want, how that's all so important to a successful session. Well, in this case, I was not getting the communication that I needed from Catie's mom, but she was referred to me by one of my dear clients, and she warned me that, Catie's mom is super busy. She's super excited to do this session with you. Just kind of like show up this day and it's all going to happen. So I was just like, okay. And this particular session, in that case, I felt a little more comfortable doing that because Catie and her family live close to my hometown. So it's an area that I'm familiar with. So I felt like I could roll with just about anything. So we met up at this park, and I do a lot of sessions here when I work back near my hometown. And it's got this beautiful fall light. It's very golden houry, and I thought, like, we're gonna hit it out of the park. So when I first met Catie that day, the first thing she says to me is, I hate fall and I don't want any girly pictures. And I'm looking at her wearing this really pretty black dress, and we're in a park with absolutely perfect golden hour light. And I'm just like, the second thing she tells me is I just had ACL surgery and I can't really walk. And I'm like, okay, that would have been great information for anyone to share with me at any point, but we can work with that too. So she hobbled on over to this fence and we got the session started. A good way to start a session is to interact with something so that you kind of get the nervous jitters out. And so we use this fence as our interactive tool. And Catie did great. And she was a good sport about it, and it all worked out. After we got a couple pictures there for mom, I told Catie, I'm like, I know a spot that I think you're gonna really like, but we're gonna need to drive over the river if you're okay with that. So we went over to my hometown of New Brighton. And if you've ever been to New Brighton, there's a place called Big Rock Park, which is right along the river. And to get there, you have to drive on this like cobblestone road where there's this tunnel that goes under the train tracks, and it's kind of sketchy, but it looks awesome. And the vibe that Catie was giving off, I'm like, I've never met you before, but I'm pretty sure this is your spot. And guess what it was? So there's all kinds of graffiti in here, and it's just really interesting light. And I mean, Catie just absolutely rocked it. Look at her in her backwards hat, the shorts and the band tee, like she looked awesome. Absolutely awesome. Can't even tell that she wasn't into it. By this time she was definitely warmed up and into the shoot, but when I first met her at the park in the golden hour, it was just like, uh-oh. But this turned out great. And I had a great time with her. And as you can see from these pictures, she's having a good time. I'm inspired by everything I'm seeing, and we just got some really awesome shots. So Catie wanted to get some pictures with her snowboard. We're in this alley, cobblestone alley. I'm like, man, that doesn't really make sense. But then as I'm looking around, I noticed that there was a blue door, like in this yard that was kind of up above the road that you would have to kind of climb up a wall to get to. And I'm like, that blue door is interesting up there. And she's like, yeah, I love that door. I'm like, well, you can't really climb up there because you can't walk. But she's like, I got this. So she gets into her snowboarding outfit and hobbles her way up this wall and to the door. And I mean, as you can see from these pictures, she's having a great time. And she didn't injure herself, so bonus. And then the last shot of the night, we got down off the wall carefully and went back down to the alley. There was this really interesting like orange dead ivy on this wall. I thought this would be kind of a cool backdrop, and the sun had gone at this point. So this light that you're seeing in her hair is an off-camera flash, kind of giving us that sunsetty light look. And I thought that was fun and dramatic and good times. So we had her against the wall there, and then now we're sitting down on the cobblestone streets, and she just did absolutely amazing. So she went from not wanting anything girly to looking like an absolute model. And one more fact about Catie in the session, Catie wasn't wearing any makeup that day. No makeup. And as someone who didn't always have such beautiful, perfect skin, I can relate to the kind of blemishes that Catie had that day. But do you see a single blemish in any of these photos? You do not. Her skin is absolutely perfect, and it looks like she has just a touch of makeup on, just a very subtle amount. So that's all thanks to the processing software that I use called Portrait Studio Max Pro that will put makeup on your face, will smooth out your blemishes, and I think it looks incredibly natural. So I don't want you to come to our session wearing thick makeup thinking that you need to look absolutely flawless, because I've got some software that will make you look flawless. Actually, don't wear makeup, because I'll just put it on your face in this software and you'll never know the difference. So that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in to this quick little look behind the blog. If you like these sort of videos, like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more of them in the future.